Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I will start in the name of Allah, who is the most beneficial and the most merciful. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Advocate Huzefa Chaudhry, and I will start our program Text with Dr. Asif Chaudhry. And Dr. Asif Chaudhry is available here. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam. Thank you very much, Josefa. Your program is going very well, and there are a lot of viewers who are seeing your program.
That's great, sir. So I will start our discussion topic as I will discuss. We will discuss previous day, yesterday, about taxation system in Pakistan. So I would like to continue our same topic as a taxation system in Pakistan. So, sir, today our discussion topic is the same, and there is a portion we will discuss today. First portion our is filing and like registration.
Okay.
So my first question is that what is the deadline of file or return for individual in Pakistan?
Okay. In Pakistan, as per the Income Tax Ordinance 2001, the return filing date or deadline for individuals and association of persons is the 30th September. And this date can be extended. Most of the time government extend this date, like in previous year it was extended up to 31st October, or it may be extended up November and December even, but as per law the last date is 30th September for every year, but for the companies the last date is 31st December for the every year.
Okay, so we can say that for individual it's a 30th September, and the different for sales tax like companies, business, any other.
No, it's for individual and association person, AOP, are 30th September. Either they are registered in sales tax or not. But for the private limited companies which are registered in SCCP, their date is 31st December for filing of last date. But some of the companies may have some different date, but most of the are these two deadlines date.
Okay, so my next question is that if I am a student, so I have to return a file, should they?
Yes. Even a newly born baby who have registered in Nadra and have taken a registration form B from Nadra, he can also be registered in FBR and can get his NTN and file return become active. So you are a young person, you absolutely can get and become an active taxpayer.
Okay, that's great. So I will see on social media, and I think so everyone sees social media like word iris. What is iris and what it is for?
Yeah, IRS is basically a program on which we file return of the taxpayers. This program is designed so that it is basically a automated program where you put the data of the taxpayers and his return become ready on it.
Okay.
So then every person who has to file or registered with FBR, he has to come on IRIS and register himself and then file his return. No, the returns of sales tax are also filing on the IRIS system.
Okay. My next question is important. Is that which documents are required for file or return for individual in Pakistan?
Yes. If you talk about the individual, then there are a lot of the sources of the income, like for an individual person, if you go on a return or check the law, there are five type of the sources of income. Like first one is employment. When every person is employed in who is employed in a government or a private sector, he will file the his return for the employment. So for employment, there are not a lot of documents required. Only the certificate of deduction certificate, in which they mentions the total salary and his taxes which has been deducted by the employer will be mentioned, and other things which if he has purchased anything, sold anything, he have a rent and the changes of wealth statement is required for the salaried person. Now, if I talk about the rented income, second source of income is rented income. In rented income, you required only a rent and which deduction you have uh, pay expenses for collecting the rent, etc. For the business, there are a lot of things which are required, like if you know the term of profit and loss account, that is the how much sales you have done and which are the purchases, which expenses are deductible, all the expenses, that is marketing and administrative expenses, all are required for the businesses. And for capital gain, whichever you get gain from sold of plots, sold of securities, and other source of income, like that is the profit from banks, you have taking a pension and etc. These are the things which are other source. So these are total 5 source of income, and next is the foreign income and agriculture income. So the documents depends upon which is your source of income. So which will be the your source of income, that documents are required by you.
Okay, that's great. So my last question for this portion is, what is the penalty if I submit my file return late?
Yes, there is as per section 182, the department can penalize a person who cannot file his return within due date with the valid reason. So the penalty is 40,000. But most of the time, if you request to the department due to some reasons, like you become sick, you were abroad, or you have any problem, they cannot file your return on time, department can waive off that penalty.
Okay, that's great. I will start my next portion. It's
Okay.
a salary and salary tax and allowances income.
Yeah.
So my first question is medical allowance is taxable?
Uh, when we talk about the allowances and salaries, then all the allowances are taxable except medical. Medical allowances are exempt only, and remaining other all allowances are taxable.
All the remaining allowances are calculated in the salary.
Yeah, yeah, all are like you are getting a house rent allowance, you are getting any other allowance, you are getting a bonus, or will be included in your salary, and that will be taxable.
Okay.
Yes.
My next question is that how much tax does a person earning 1.2 million in a year?
Yes, I think you want to ask that if a person is earning 100,000 per month,
Exactly.
then what will be his tax ratio? The tax for the persons are different for business person, salary person, companies, and a company. If salaried person earning 1.2 million rupees per year, his tax will be 6,000 rupees. But a businessman earning 1.2 million yearly, then his tax will be 90,000 rupees. And if the small company is earning 1.2 million per year, then its tax will be 20% of the total earning. And if the company, then its tax rate will be 29% of the 12,000. So it's depend upon which category is earning 1.2 million rupees per year.
Okay, that's great. My next question is that what is tax credit, and can a salaried person can claim it?
Yes, tax credit is basically the government gives you a tax credit on certain transactions. Like if you give zakat, and zakat to the nominated which is has get approval from FBR for exemption, to give zakat to that institute, then department will give you a tax credit. Mean your tax will be reduced by that credit. That is the tax credit. Mean if you do some transactions, and you will get your tax will be lower up to that credit.
Okay, that's great. My next question is that is pension income is taxable in Pakistan?
Yes, pension income was not taxable. It was totally exempt up till year 2025. But in the year of 2025, there are changes in the pension income up to 100 million, up to 10 million, it is exempt, and after 10 million, it will be taxable.
Okay, that's great. Do overseas Pakistan pay tax on foreign income?
Yes, if Pakistani is an overseas Pakistani and he is earning income while remaining overseas, then overseas income is not taxable. But he is earning income from Pakistan, like one Pakistani who is an overseas, and there is his building from which he is getting a rent.
Yeah.
So he is getting a rent in Pakistan, then that income will be taxable. But if he is earning from abroad and he is living abroad, then that income will not be taxable for him.
Okay, that's great. So our third and last portion is that as we will discuss yesterday
Yeah.
about freelancers.
Yes.
So our third portion is about business and freelancers.
Okay.
So my first question is that I sell on Daraz. Do I have to pay a tax on it?
Yes, you are most interested in the freelancers. I think you have the friends who are earning from freelancing, and you are collecting questions specifically for them. Yes, if you are, as per law, the word who was giving a marketplace is used as person providing the marketplace for the online marketing.
Yeah.
So seller is another person, buyer is another person, but you are giving them a marketplace. So department gives you the responsibility. You are a withholding agent, and you will withhold the taxes from that person in sales tax and even income tax. So
Okay.
you have to be registered with the.
Okay, that's great. What is the final tax regime for IT department?
Okay, good. As you know from the name, that is a final tax. The final tax regime mean the tax which you once paid, then you will not pay the extra tax. Okay, but if you, why we talk about the advance tax, that is paid, but at the time of calculation or filing of return, if you have a more income and you have to pay more taxes, then you will pay. But in final, like I give you a example of if you drawing a profit from bank, and that profit not exceed 5 million, then it's your final income. You have paid all the taxes and it's your final income, and you will not pay the extra tax. And for IT export services, its income is also a final regime, final taxation regime. When you receive money in Pakistan, 1% of your total receipt is deducted as a final tax. Then you have not to pay a extra tax than 1%. But if you are, as I already told you, you are registered with the IT Export Board, then this tax rate will decrease up to 0.25%, and that will be a final tax. Once you have paid, then you will not pay extra tax for your income from IT services earned from IT export services, mean
Okay.
whichever you export and you earn income for Pakistan.
Okay, that's great. My next question is that what is the minimum tax under section 113?
Yeah. Uh, in section 113, minimum tax means if your total turnover exceed 100 million, then you have to pay a minimum tax, which rates are different. Like for the fast moving consumer goods, its rate is 0.25%. For the fertilizers, etc., 0.7%. For oil more marketing companies, its rate is different, and for other peoples, it's 1.25%. Even you earn profit or loss, you have to pay a turnover tax if your total turnover exceed 100 million at the rate which I specified you. As per law, if you even earn a loss, you have to pay that taxes. But recently, decision from the appellate tribunal, I read that the judicial authorities ordered that if a person paying tax, or in other words you can say that earning a profit, then he should pay a taxes, otherwise not. But law said that even if you go into loss, you have to pay that tax.
Okay, that's
That
great.
will be.
My last question is that what is the tax rate for the small companies in Pakistan?
Yes, for small companies, the tax rate is 20%, while other companies' tax rate is 29% in Pakistan.
Okay, that's a great discussion and very informative discussion. So I would like to close this discussion for today, and I will discuss our next topic in our next video. So please kindly, if this video is very informative for you, then kindly subscribe and like and share it, because this is a very informative video for every citizen of Pakistan. So thank you for everyone, and thank you, sir, for your precious time.
You are always welcome, my dear.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Allah Hafiz.